So today we'll be doing this headband using a front post and a back post stitch. So I've used the post stitch for most of the headband, but for the back of the headband I've used a double crochet. You will see how this is done in the video. So let's start with our headband. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'll be using a 4mm crochet hook for this headband, and we'll start our work by making a slip knot. Once you have your knot ready, you have to make 10 chains and 2 extra chains which are going to be as your turning chain. So once you have a total of 12 chains ready, add a stitch marker at the top of the last chain. The first round we'll be making double crochets. So yarn over and insert your hook in the third chain from your hook, which is the 10th chain from the beginning. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and you have your first double crochet. So for this row, make 10 double crochets. The first chain 2 is not considered as a double crochet here. So this is how your work will look like at the end of the row. Now chain 2 and put a stitch marker at the top of the second chain and turn your work. Now here you can see your post. So yarn over, and we'll not be working on the top of the stitches over here, we'll be working around the post. So go behind the first post, so you can see the hook has gone behind. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through the remaining 2, like a regular double crochet. So here you have your front post. Now to make the back post, turn your work. You can see the post from back. Insert your hook after yarning over like this, and now yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you have your back post now. So we'll be doing front post, back post in the remaining stitches. Once you reach your stitch marker, we will be working on the top of this stitch. So I will not remove the stitch marker, just to show you. We will go under both loops of our stitch here. You can see I've gone under both loops, and now I'm going to remove my stitch marker so you can see better. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you've got a simple double crochet here. We haven't used the post stitch over here. So chain 2 and put your stitch marker at the top of your chain. So you see that it helps when you reach the end of the row to find your top chain. So we turn our work, and now we'll be working in the front post. So front post, you will go behind the post, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now the back post, you will go under the post from back and make a double crochet. Now make a few rows repeating the same stitch. So here I have gone ahead and made a total of 40 rows. You can make less or more as desired, but remember we'll be adding some rows for the back of our headband. So the length here needs to be shorter than the entire head circumference. Just to have an idea, I'm measuring it next to my crochet hook. For the next few rows, we'll be working on the top of our stitches and we'll be doing regular double crochets. Chain 2 and turn your work. Leaving the chain 2, go in the first stitch, yarn over, insert hook in the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we'll repeat this for the entire row. So once you reach the end of the row, try to make a double crochet on the top of the chain 2. If you can't find the chain, just go in between the stitches. I managed to find one strand, so I made a double crochet over here with it. Here you should have 9 double crochets and a chain 2. For the next row, just turn your work and you can see the stitches here. So we will leave the first stitch and we will go under both loops of the next stitch. Yarn over and bring the loop through the loop on your hook. So that is a slip stitch. Now chain 2 and make a double crochet in the next stitch. Continue for the entire row. But do not make a double crochet on the top of the chain 2. We will skip that the way we skipped the first stitch. So here you should have 7 double crochets and a chain 2. For the next row, again turn your work and then skip the first stitch and go under both loops of the next stitch and make a slip stitch. So yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. Now chain 2 and make 5 double crochets in the next 5 stitches, and we will not make any double crochet in the top of the chain 2. So here I have 5 double crochets and a chain 2. Turn your work and again skipping the first stitch, we'll make a slip stitch in the second stitch and then chain 2. Now make 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. Now starting the next row, we will chain 2 and turn our work. Here we will make 3 double crochets. So we will be working in 2 stitches and then the third double crochet will be in the top of the turning chain. So I'm just going in between the stitches. So I've made 3 double crochets and 1 turning chain. So this is how your work will look like. You have 3 double crochet and then a chain 2. So now for the next row, we'll turn our work, chain 2 over here and then make a double crochet in the first stitch next to the chain. So we're going in the first stitch. Now make 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So this is 1 and this is 2. Here you should have your starting chain 2 and then 3 double crochets. Now on the top of the chain 2 of the previous row, we will make 2 double crochets. So by the end of this row, you should have 5 double crochets and 1 chain 2. For the next row, we will chain 2 and turn our work. Now again make a double crochet in the top of the chain, which is the third chain from your hook. Make a double crochet. Make 4 more double crochets and then at the top of the chain 2, make 2 double crochets. So here we have the chain 2, so make 2 double crochets over here. So here you should have 7 double crochets and a chain 2. For the next row, chain 2 and turn your work. Make a double crochet in the first stitch. Make 6 more double crochets. Now make 2 double crochets in the turning chain. Here you should have 9 double crochets and a chain 2. Bring the other end of your headband and we will join them together. I am picking stitches from both ends and will join them with a slip stitch. Alternately, you could cut off the yarn and use a needle to sew in both ends together. Just keep sure that the stitches are aligned properly. Once it's done, just cut off the yarn and sew in the ends. Here is the final look of the headband. If you want it to be wider, just add a few more chains on your beginning chain or subtract a few to make it look thinner. The headband pattern is quite stretchy and so fits a young girl to an adult. Hope you like it. If you have any questions, do comment below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so now.